In today's video, we're gonna go over 5 ways to make your home feel really cozy and really warm, but we're gonna skip the obvious stuff like getting some new throw pillows, getting a new throw blanket, or lighting some candles. Because today we are gonna talk about the psychology of why your home decor makes your home look cozy or it looks cold and sterile. My name's Carrie. I'm a designer here at Penny Modern, and I have done tons of research from design books, and I've made it really easy to understand with lots of visual examples for this whole video. Plus, if you stay until the end, you'll find out why your sharp-edged coffee table might be making you subconsciously tense, and it's from a psychology principle that's very surprising. First things first. Bright, saturated colors. Do you think that they're your friend when it comes to coziness or not so much? Think about it. Would you rather cozy up in a room with a great book in a bright neon colored room with all these different colors coming at you? Or would you rather have a room that has soft, relaxing, muted colors in it? Our brains actually respond to color intensity in different ways. So a bright, bold, red, saturated color like you would find on a stop sign, or bright blue, those colors are meant to stimulate you, and they're not really there to relax you. They also can create a heightened feeling of alertness. That is why stop signs are painted red, to alert you that you need to stop. These bright, saturated colors are not the best choice for your living room if you're trying to go for that cozy vibe. The better choice would be soft, muted colors. So like a dusty rose, a sage green, or maybe a terracotta, and definitely colors like beige. You also can use tone-on-tone color palettes. So when you're choosing things like your blankets and your throw pillows to go with your sofa, so say you have a beige or a top sofa, instead of getting a bright or stark white color blanket and throw pillows, try more creamy tones that are closer to beige, so you're getting a monochromatic color palette, but it's all colors that are in those muted shades that kind of go together. If you use muted tones and you do different colors that are in that same color family, so think like a cream, a beige, a dark brown, maybe terracotta, all those are in the same color family, and you can layer those in with a rug, throw pillows, chairs, and things like that. Oh, and if you're new around here, my name's Carrie. I am a self-taught interior designer and founder of the blog Penny Modern, and we've been bringing you affordable modern home decor since 2019. Next up, a room without any personal touches can feel about as welcoming as a hotel lobby. It's nice, but it's not exactly home. Have you ever noticed how maybe your favorite mug, this one's actually from our honeymoon, or maybe a vacation photo, it makes you smile? Well, that's no accident. This is your brain at work, and psychologists call it the endowment effect. And it's when we value things more, like I do this mug, when they're personal or they are connected to our identity. And for example, I don't let anybody else drink out of this mug because I don't want anybody to break it, because I got this on my honeymoon. So it's very special to me. Seeing objects with emotional significance actually triggers in your brain feelings of safety and comfort. A study published by the Journal of Consumer Psychology reported that having a personalized environment actually improves your emotional well-being. Personal touches definitely bring instant warmth to any room, and you can do this in a very tasteful way by having things like a memory shelf, where you get a little shelf that you would put different pictures or maybe different objects from your travels or things that mean a lot to you. You also can obviously use your bookcase and bookshelf to display some objects. Like one that I like to do is this one is from my travel, this little statue, as well as some pictures. And you also can do things like framing artwork that's made by loved ones. And then you also can frame different things that you've collected on your travels or from places that mean a lot to you. So I'd love to know in the comments below what kind of personal objects that you like to display in your home. So let me know down in the comments below. Now let's talk about something you can't even see. It's something that you sense in a different way, and that is your sense of smell. Have you ever caught a whiff of cookies baking and it brought you back to memories of your home with your mom or maybe your grandma. Well, that is not just nostalgia, that is actually brain science at work. Our sense of smell is directly connected with the limbic system, which is the part of your brain that controls your emotions as well as your memories. That's why scents like vanilla or cedarwood, or for me, it's that dried flower smell. It brings you back to memories from your childhood or different events that happened in your life. The smell of dried flowers actually reminds me of stepping into my grandma's basement where she used to hang up flowers to dry because she would make different floral arrangements and wreaths with them. Pleasant smells actually create an emotional anchor that makes your home feel more warm and inviting. So to get that cozy smell to your home, you can do a lot of things more than just lighting a candle. You can use potpourri. You can also use things like a diffuser. You also can do things like those reed diffusers, or you can use actual real dried flowers or dried eucalyptus in some of your floral arrangements in your home, or you can even use fresh flowers to add a beautiful scent to your home. Fabrics can hold scent too, so you can use a linen spray, or some people put those little sachets of lavender in drawers to add a beautiful aroma around your home. And if you have been thinking about doing a room makeover and sprucing up your own home, I've got a great free gift for you, and it is a room makeover planner and checklist. It is something that you can use to help you figure out what you want to keep, what you want to get. It'll help you build a budget, and it'll even help you plan a little layout. It has room for that. So you can download this for free at pennymodern.com/freebies, and that link is down in the description. We already established by talking about scents that your room and the way it looks isn't just the only way that your brain determines if a room is cozy or not. It's also your other senses, right? And another important one is that your ears and your sense of sound, that needs an element of coziness too. Have you ever noticed that a coffee shop that has been around for years and students love to study in, that feels really cozy? But a room that is empty and bare and very echoey feels awkward and uncomfortable. Hard surfaces in a room definitely help to bounce sound around, which creates a lot of echoes. Whereas if you have a room with a lot of fabric surfaces, that actually absorbs the sound and it makes it feel quieter and more cozy. According to the book Science from 1984, which did a study on environmental psychology, when you have a quiet environment that there's not a lot of echo, it's more pleasing because it actually mimics the sound that you might feel while you're walking in a forest that has dense moss on the ground, lots of trees, and feels like you're enclosed and in a quiet space. You can achieve a more quiet, cozy, calming space to your room by adding things like thick drapery and thick curtains. You can use a more plush rug. You also can get a couch that has an upholstered fabric versus a leather. A lot of people are adding those acoustic type panels to their walls, and that helps absorb sound as well. And there are so many different things that you can do to get that warm sound that's pleasing and quiet and tranquil to your room. You also can do things like adding bookshelves or built-ins that have books. That's going to help absorb your sound. You also can do things like having a white noise machine, or you could also play tranquil sounds like having an Alexa that plays nature sounds, or maybe you get a small fountain with the sound of water on it as well. So that will help bring that Zen-like cozy quality to your room in a way that's not visual. Here is that cozy tip I told you about that is all about having a sharp edge coffee table that might be making you feel tense. But first, if you really want to learn how to decorate your home like a pro on a budget you can actually afford, hit subscribe, because that's what we're all about here at Penny Modern. Have you ever bumped into a sharp corner and flinched? Maybe it didn't really hurt you, but you flinched anyway. Well, that's because of your brain and how it's wired to think about sharp objects. Your brain actually reacts to sharp shapes without even touching them. And that is because on an evolutionary way, we are programmed to think of sharp things like a thorn or a jagged piece of glass or a dagger or a sword. Your brain is wired to think of sharp edges and think danger. This wiring actually makes us more alert which is the opposite of what you want to feel when you're being in a cozy, warm, relaxing environment. That's why using something that's the opposite of sharp edges is going to give you a cozier home. So that would be curves. In Donald Norman's The Design of Everyday Things, it says that curve shape actually makes us feel more naturally calm, and that's why rooms with curved furniture or curved walls or curved arches are going to naturally calm us and make us feel more relaxed. So you could swap out that sharp edge coffee table for one with rounded corners or a curved shape, maybe just a circular shape. You also could get things like an arched mirror or curved vase and add some of those round shapes to your decor. You could also choose accent chairs that have rounded edges instead of sharp corners, and that's another great way to add some curves to your shape. You also could do things getting a sofa that is more rounded shapes, and that's going to help as well. Now that you know that cozy isn't just about having a home that looks great, it's really engaging all those senses. Now, if you want to know even more designer secrets to making your home look like $1,000,000, look like it's magazine worthy, then make sure you watch this next video, which is the designer secrets from celebrity designers on how to make your home look more luxurious, but on a budget you can afford. And I'll see you in the next one.